Thank you very much all for coming tonight. I don't know Steve either, so, I don't know who you are, but he's cute. I know you're wondering, what am I doing up here? The answer is, I've decided to take up a new hobby. It's memorization. Memory loss. I gotta warn you, memory loss is really just your brain thinking a whole lot faster than your mouth can get it out, so just so you know. Memory loss. I travel a lot. As you may have already heard, I am from Wisconsin. For those of you who are in and born and raised in California, that just think north of Chicago, south of Canada, somewhere in the middle. That's all I can really tell you. I stay in a lot of Airbnbs, and I don't know if you know this, but Airbnbs recently do not offer breakfast. So they're really just Airbnbs, unless you happen to be in Beijing or Bangkok, in which case even the air is questionable. So it's really just a bed, which I suppose would not be as attractive in terms of app names. Bed. Well, maybe it would. Frankly, I think that would. I find California really, really interesting. I find Californians, people often ask me, I've been to 17 countries in the last 4 years. People ask me, what's the most interesting country you've been in? I have to tell them, California, Southern California, hands down, the strangest country I've ever been in. Let's review. We have people who inject in their face one of the most toxic substances known to man, Botox, in the interest of looking younger, who will then turn around and tell you vaccines are dangerous. Okay, thanks for that. We also have some of the brightest people on the planet working at Gentex, Qualcomm, SpaceX. These people are brilliant, but apparently incapable of turning on the turn signal. So you have like a fighting chance of knowing, oh, they were turning. Just a thing here in Southern California. Vegans, my new boyfriend is a vegan. Apparently he doesn't like the fact that I make a lot of noise during sex. Apparently meat is not supposed to make you happy. Okay, I'll try and be quiet, but you're doing your job well. I'm not gonna be. By the way, I have this question. Anybody here a vegan? I'm not really a vegan. I just happen to eat a vegan meal tonight. I'm really curious. If a vegan gives a guy a blowjob, do they consider themselves cannibals? I'm just curious. If that's true, I will ask. Someday I will find one and ask. Can't ask my boyfriend because he doesn't give the blowjob, so there's that. I'm having a great time in life. I just went to a rave up in Ontario, California, a couple of weeks ago. Escape Psycho Circus. It was my first ever rave, which was fantastic, by the way. I was having a great time. I'm, grooving, dancing to the movie, and all the other things you're doing at a rave. And this young girl, she's like, isn't that cute? Grandma came to the rave. She says, what do you think of this? And I'm like, it's no Woodstock, but it's okay. Wasn't any Woodstock, I'll tell you that, but whatever. Growing up in Wisconsin, I grew up on a farm where you learn a lot of the really basics in life. Things like, remember the big designer dog wave, which were really just mutts that you paid a lot of money for? When designer dog puppies grow up, they're your rescue dog. Just telling you, that's what's happening. On the farm, we learn the real basics of, like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? The rooster. Just a little fact, you might want to hold on to. I went back to Wisconsin the second week of October. I got there during prime colorama, when the trees turn color in the fall. We call that colorama. It was absolutely stunning. We had a lot of rain the week before, and I had missed all that. And then the day after I left, it snowed, so couldn't have been a better time. I did find out that my granddaughter is going to be an only child. Yeah, it turns out my stepson went to the birth, was at the hospital, the hand holding, the ice chips, the breathe, and that was great until the baby appeared, and then his first comment was, well, there goes my Ferrari. So, and there goes my time. Thank you very much.